Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. We got back on track on Friday night, cashing two of the three prop betting picks. And while there's only a lone game here on Saturday, I'm back, as you can see, to release two of my favorite NBA player prop picks here for the Spurs and Thunder. Started off with my Thunder player props. Steven Adams over under 16.5 points and rebounds. Adams saw some very important playing time for the Thunder here in the last two games. Also played 38 minutes in game number 5 in that series clincher. Also got to play alongside Enes Kanter a little bit, which I think the Thunder will have to employ here in game number 1 of this series and throughout this series. Adams is a very important rebounder and defender to this team, and I think the combination of him and Kanter is actually not a bad one here to go up against Tim Duncan and LaMarcus Aldridge. Adams was good in the first round, averaging 9.2 points and 7.6 rebounds, 28 minutes per game. He had a huge game against the Spurs when a lot of the Thunder were sitting out late in the season, where he dropped 17-9. So I think 16.5 points and rebounds should be a pretty easy number for him to get to and cash in the over with, as long as the Thunder do not fall down and get in a deficit early, of which they'll play Kanter a lot more than they will Adams, or if he gets in foul trouble. If one of those two things happen, that'll burn us tonight. But as long as neither one of those things occur tonight, I think over 16.5 rebounds and points for Steven Adams. Pretty good one here tonight at -115 from Bovada Sportsbook. Now, next up, Tony Parker also has a 16.5 point total for his points and assists in this one. And Parker's a really hard guy to bet on props with. Greg Popovich can limit his minutes at pretty much a moment's notice. And he didn't even get above 20. I don't think he even touched 30 minutes. Didn't even touch 25 minutes in a game in the first round. But it's really because the Spurs really didn't need him to in all those blowout games against the Memphis Grizzlies. They were resting him up for this series. I think they're going to unleash Tony Parker here in this one. They have got to put some pressure on Russell Westbrook one way or the other. And while Parker likely won't be defending Westbrook, Westbrook's definitely going to be defending Parker. And I think that could lead to Parker getting the ball in his hands, getting to the paint a lot, trying to get Westbrook in foul trouble, maybe even getting a lot of shots early on in the game, and possibly even having the ball in his hands a lot more here in this one, there, whereas Kawhi Leonard was really facilitating the offense a lot in the first round. So I think Parker could see over 16.5 points and assists in this one. I think he sees over 30 minutes in this one as well. I think Patty Mills will see a little bit of time alongside him too in this one. So I think over 16.5 at -125. Pretty good play here for your second and final prop betting pick. Best of luck to you on both of those. Of course, I'll be back here for another prop betting action here tomorrow on the 3-game slate. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.